Dear students, how do you do at home? I hope you are keeping well, and you know that the present situation is very crucial and remarkable because COVID-19 has grasped us wholeheartedly, and it is not our national problem but also the global problem. And for this reason, we should keep safe from others, and you must use mask and frequently wash your hands, face, and keep your body safe from many kind of germs, because you know that this virus comes through our body by wind and by touching human beings. So, dear students, you must be careful of going out home. When you go out home, you must use mask and hand sanitizer if necessary. Because if we cannot be free from dirty elements or germs, we cannot avoid this disease. And dear students, as you are staying at home, there is no school hours, so there is no practice of our national anthem. And you know that national anthem is very essential for our life, and it is related to our liberation or and independence of any country, not only Bangladesh but also every country should national anthem for its origin, for its independence, and above all our national life. So national anthem is very important, and I hope you will practice saying national anthem when you stay at home. So dear students, our today's topic is constitution table, because I am taking English first paper for class 9, and before going to our topic, I should discuss this present situation. And you know that present situation is very difficult for all over the world. Okay, dear students, and now I am going to take English first paper, and today our today's topic is constitution table. Constitution table, and dear students, constitution table is not an easy task, because if you make sentence from the table, you must know the structure or element of sentence. If you do not know the elements or structure of sentence, you cannot make correct sentence from the substitution table. So before going to learn substitution table, at first we have to have to know substitution table. Have to know sentence structure or elements of sentence. Otherwise, we cannot make any meaningful sentence from the substitution table. And it is this type of question falls in English first paper and also in second paper, question number 3, and it falls in question number 6 in first paper, English first paper for class 9 and 10. And it is also important, equally important for class 6, 7, 8, because they have some table or substitution tables like this. So, dear students, before going to our topic, I will now discuss about the structures and elements of sentence. at first. There are so many structures and elements of sentence, and I am going to discuss the first item of elements of sentence or structure of sentence. Such as our first element of sentence or structure of sentence is subject plus verb. Dear students, I have mistaken some introduction because I should introduce myself to you, and you know that I am Aziz, assistant English teacher, Alipur Union Secondary School, Alipur Shatkar. Okay, dear students, now I have written the first element of sentence, subject plus verb. We see sometimes that subject plus verb, because subject plus verb makes a full sentence. Okay, the learners. Now I am giving an example. She danced. She dances. Birds fly. She dances. Birds fly. Here she subject, dances, verb. And the second sentence, birds subject, fly, verb. So the elements of sentence is subject plus verb. Okay, dear learners. Our next element subject, verb, direct object. Have a look on the blackboard. Subject, verb, direct object. There is also a structure of sentence, and there are three elements here: subject, verb, and direct object. And you know that object is of two kinds. One is direct object and the other is indirect object. When we indicate something, it is called direct object, and when we indicate a person, it is called indirect object. So here our topic is direct object. Subject, verb, direct object. Such as dear learners, I bought a shirt. This is a sentence. And how many parts in this sentence? There are three parts. Subject, verb, bought, and shirt is direct object, because shirt is a name of thing. It is not a name of a person. And when the object is a name of thing, then we will call it direct object, not indirect object. So subject I, verb bought, direct object is shirt. This is a structure of sentence, and there are three elements in this sentence. Our next structure Our next structure, subject, verb, predicate, or phrase. Now I am giving an example. This is our house. This is the subject and is verb, and our house is a predicate or phrase, because there are two words here, our and house, and these two words indicate only one word, because our is a word and house is a word, and these two words makes only one word and one part of the space. These two words acts here only one part of the space. Our house, this is a phrase, because this is noun phrase. Okay, dear learners, our next rule, subject verb Dear students, I have written another structure of sentence: subject, verb, indirect object, and direct object. There are two objects here. One is direct and the other is indirect. One is direct and other is indirect. So when the structure is such a position, then we have to write down based on the structure. Suppose I am giving an example using this structure, such as Dear learners, look at the blackboard. I have given an example using the above structure. He gave me a shirt. He is a subject, gave is a verb, me direct object, because these objects indicates the name of a person, so it is called indirect object, and a shirt is a direct object. Indirect object, it is direct object, and this is verb, this is subject. Subject, verb, indirect object, direct object, because a shirt is the name of a thing or substance, so it is called direct object, and me is the name of a person, so it is called indirect object, and here verb and subject here. So the structure: subject, verb, indirect object, direct object. And the example is likewise, he gave me a shirt. Okay, dear learners, sometimes we can see in the substitution table this type of structure, and if we learn this structure very well, we can solve the problem of substitution table very well. Okay, dear learners, our next rule: dear learners, let's have a look on the blackboard. I have written another type of structure, such as subject, verb, direct object, preposition, indirect object. In our previous structure, I showed you subject, verb, indirect object plus direct object. But here I have written subject, verb, direct object, preposition, and then indirect object. Okay, dear learners. And now I am giving an exact example using this structure. Dear learners, look at the blackboard. She made tea for me. She is the subject, made is the verb, tea is a direct object. Tea because it's the name of a thing. It is not a name of a person. So tea is here, direct object, and then for is a preposition, and after for we have written me. It's the name of a direct indirect object because me is a name of a person, it is not a thing, so it is called indirect object. And when we detach indirect object from the direct object, we must use preposition between these two objects. Okay, dear learners, when direct object and indirect object is separated from any preposition, then it will be the exact form of this purpose, because here T is direct object and me is indirect object, and it is separated from preposition. Because when we want to write indirect object after direct object, then we must use preposition for. Okay, dear learners. Next, I am also giving an structure. Giving a structure. Dear learners, let's have a look on the blackboard. There is also a structure I have written on the blackboard. Subject, verb, object, noun, complement. And complement, do you know what complement is? Complement is a word which is very necessary to complete the sense or form of a sentence. Without the word, sentence is incomplete. So complete is very necessary in sentence. And this is the structure: subject, verb, object, noun, complement. Now I am giving an example. We made him chairman. We made him chairman. We subject, verb made, him is the object, and chairman is a noun complement because this is the name of a noun. Chairman. Chairman is a person, and it's the name of a noun. And you have seen that we made him. If we stop him and if we give a full stop here, then this sentence is not complete, because we made him. We made him what? We made him what? Then we should have some questions to the person. So the question must be fulfilled after using the word chairman. Okay, dear learners, we made him chairman. So chairman is a complement, and as chairman is the name of a noun, so it is called noun complement. Okay, dear learners, we made him chairman. This is the example of using the above structure. Our next structure is dear learners, subject, verb, object, adjective complement. Now I am giving an example, and after giving my example, you will understand the structure. Such as let's have an example on the blackboard. I found the animal dead. I here is a subject. Found is a verb. The animal is an object. And dead is a adjective, and it is a complement, because if I stop here animal, then this sentence is not complete, because I found the animal. I found the animal in what condition? I found the animal dead, because the animal is dead. So this sentence is complete after using the complement, and it is also an adjective. So it is called adjective complement. When adjective states as a complement, it is called adjective complement. As noun is seated, noun sits as a complement, so it is called noun complement. And likewise, adjective sits at the position of complement, so it is called adjective complement. Okay, dear learners, our next rule is Dear learners, sorry for interrupt the class. Here is a structure: subject, verb, object, present participle. And present participle is a form of verb adding ing at the end of the verb, and it acts as verb and adjective in a sentence. So it is called present participle. And our structure is subject, verb, object, present participle. Now I am giving an example using this structure. Such I saw him Dear students, I saw him play. I is a subject, saw is a verb, him is an object, and playing, this is present participle, because play plus ing. It is called present participle because this verb is acting as adjective or verb in a sentence, and its structure is verb plus ing. So I saw him playing is an structure of an example of subject, verb, object, present participle. And now our next structure, subject, past participle. Subject, verb, object, past participle. This is another structure, and I am giving an example. Dear learners, look at the blackboard. I have written an example of the structure: subject, verb, object, past participle. Here I subject, bought is a verb, and my house is an object, and painted it's a past participle form. When I get the sentence in such a way using this structure, so I can write another type of sentences using this structure, and we sometimes find in question paper in substitution table there are so many sentences like this. Okay, dear learners, and you must learn this structure again and again if you want to get good marks in the examination. And if you complete this structure of sentence or elements of sentence again and again, then you will see that in your next life you will be very rosy to make different kinds of sentence in different times, not only in the time of examination but also out of examination. You make create numerous new sentence when you want to find out this structure, or when you want to make communication with other people of the world, then you must need this structure for communicating those people. Okay, dear learners, so these rules and structure are very important in our day-to-day life. Dear learners, here is an example of an structure: subject, verb, preposition, and prepositional object. So, dear learners, now I am trying to give an example using this structure on the blackboard. Dear learners, look at the blackboard. This is a sentence based on the structure of the above. Now I is the subject, land is the verb. Sorry, here should be written object. Object plus prepositional object. I, subject, verb, land. The book is an object. To is the preposition and prepositional object, because there is a prepositional object here. A friend of mine. Of mine is prepositional object. So it is a very important example of using this structure, and it is very necessary to make the substitution table, because when we see many kinds of substitution table, this sentence are arranged in such a position that we sometimes get perplexed, and we do not know what to do to see the substitution table, because there are big sentences arranged in this substitution table. So we must learn this structure, and after learning this structure, we can be able to make these sentences in a formative way. Okay, dear learners. Subject, verb, infinitive. Subject, verb, infinitive. Infinitive means non-finite verb, because infinitive, gerund, and participle are the non-finite verb and verbal groups. And infinitive, the form of infinitive is to plus verb, because if we write before the verb to, then it is called infinitive. And I am now going to give an example of using infinitive, such as he wants to say, he subject, wants verb, and to say it is infinitive. Okay, dear learners, because to and say it is called infinitive, because they are not finite verb. It is not finite verb, it is non-finite verb, and it helps the finite verb to fulfill the meaning of the sentence. So to say is an infinitive. Next structure. Subject plus verb plus object plus infinitive. There the new word is added, object. And now I will show you the example of this structure, such as they allowed him to go, because they is a subject, allowed is a verb, object is him, and to go, this is infinitive. And this form is they allowed him to go. This is the example of the above structure. And our next item is dear learners, let's have a look on the blackboard. There is a structure, subject, verb, WH question plus clause. Because we know that there are some clauses such as noun clause, adjective clause, and adverbial clause. Because the primary classification of clause is principal clause and subordinate clause and coordinate clause. And this is the example of subordinate clause, because in this clause we have to use WH question. That means that, what, who is, who. These are the WH words, and these words help to join the clause, to make the clause, and this clause will be subordinate clause. And there are so many examples of so many items of using WH clause in different types in subordinate clause. Okay, dear learners, now I am giving an example using WH clause. I know who stole the money. Dear learners, look at the blackboard very carefully, because this sentence is not very simple. It's a complex sentence. I know, I subject, no verb, and WH question who, and who has created a new clause, stole the money. Okay, dear learners, stole the money. Who stole the money is a clause, and I know is a clause, and these two clause makes one sentence, and it's called subordinate complex sentence. And there are two clauses here. One is subordinate clause made by who, and two is principal clause. And this clause jointly make a sentence, and its name is complex sentence. You should know this item very well staying at home. So, dear learners, now I am going to make a substitution table. Dear learners, our time is very short, so I cannot show you the substitution table and its function and makes 5 sentences from the table. It is a process of time, so I cannot show you this item, and I hope I will show you this item in my another class when I will meet you. So today is that's all from me, and I hope you will again stay safe at home because of COVID-19 until our school opens. So dear learners, thank you all for watching my video class.